Imagine this. A quiet Thursday afternoon in a small southern town, the kind where everybody knows everybody, and the air smells like pine and barbecue smoke. A black man in a plain grey hoodie and jeans is walking down the main strip, hands in his pockets, earbuds in, just trying to clear his head after a long city council meeting. Out of nowhere, two military police trucks screech to a halt beside him. Doors fly open. Four soldiers in full uniform jump out, rifles slung, barking orders. Hands where we can see them. On the ground now. The man freezes. People on the sidewalk stop dead. Phones come out. This is Selma, Alabama 2024, and in 30 seconds flat the scene looks like it's ripped straight out of 1965. Hey, if you love stories where the underdog flips the script and justice gets served ice cold, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because this one is going to leave you speechless. His name is Marcus Mark Holloway, 42 years old, former Army captain who did 2 tours in Afghanistan, came home with a Bronze Star and a limp he hides well. These days he's the first black mayor this town has ever elected, sworn in just 6 months ago on a platform of heal together or fall apart. But right now none of that matters, because the soldier screaming in his face is 21 tops from Fort Novosel 2 hours away on some kind of joint training exercise with local law enforcement. The kid sees a black man in a hoodie walking while black and decides this is his moment to be a hero. I said on the ground. The rifle barrel is 2 feet from Marcus's chest. Marcus raises his hands slowly, voice calm but carrying that captain steel everybody who ever served under him would recognize in a heartbeat. Son, you need to take a breath and check who you're talking to. The young soldier laughs, actually laughs, and shoves Marcus hard against the brick wall of the hardware store. The crack of shoulder on brick echoes. Someone in the growing crowd gasps. An older white woman starts crying. Phones are shaking, but nobody's leaving. This is the kind of moment that changes towns forever. The soldier starts patting him down like he's detaining a terrorist. Got any ID, tough guy? Marcus reaches slowly for his wallet. The second his fingers touch the leather, the soldier slaps it out of his hand. Cards and cash scatter across the sidewalk. That's when Miss Lorraine, 78 years old, lifelong Selma resident, steps forward clutching her purse like a weapon. "Y'all better pray that ain't who I think it is," she mutters loud enough for half the block to hear. The staff sergeant finally strolls up, chewing gum, sunglasses on like he's auditioning for a bad action movie. He glances at the driver's license on the ground, does a double take, then a triple take. The name reads Marcus J. Holloway, Mayor, City of Selma. The gum stops moving. His face goes the color of copier paper. "Captain Holloway?" he whispers, suddenly remembering the officer he'd saluted a dozen times at Fort Rucker ceremonies years back. Marcus locks eyes with him, calm as a Sunday morning. Staff Sergeant Hayes. Good to see the Army still teaches escalation before identification. You could hear a pin drop on cotton. The young soldier who'd been mouthing off 2 seconds ago now looks like he's staring at the edge of his entire career. The staff sergeant snaps into parade ground volume. "10 hut! Soldiers, about face!" The 4 men snap so fast one of them almost drops his rifle. "On your knees. Now." They drop like someone cut their strings. The staff sergeant turns to Marcus, rips off his sunglasses, and you can see the panic sweating through his uniform. "Sir, Mr. Mayor, Captain, we were told there was a suspicious individual matching the description of—" Marcus cuts him off with a raised hand, the same hand that once held a detonator in Kandahar. "Description was black male hoodie walking. That the best y'all got in 2024? The crowd lets out a nervous laugh that turns into applause. Phones are vertical now. This is going viral in real time. Marcus bends down, slow because of the old shrapnel in his knee, and starts picking up his scattered cards. The young soldier who shoved him instinctively reaches to help. Marcus looks him dead in the eye. "Don't. You lost the right to touch my things when you put hands on me without cause." The kid's lip trembles. He might actually cry on camera. Then Marcus does something nobody expects. He stands up, brushes the dust off his hoodie, and addresses the soldiers still kneeling on the hot concrete. Y'all are somebody's sons. Somebody's praying for you right now. I know, because I was you. Scared, full of training, thinking the whole world's a threat until proven otherwise. Difference is, I learned real quick overseas that the second you forget the people you're re-protecting look just like the people you're fighting, you've already lost the war. He lets that hang in the humid air. The staff sergeant is practically vibrating. Sir, we will accept any disciplinary. Marcus raises his hand again. Not your call today, Sergeant. This one's above your pay grade and mine. He pulls out his phone, dials a number everybody in town knows by heart, and puts it on speaker. 3 rings. A woman answers, Joint Base Command, Colonel Reynolds' office. Marcus's voice doesn't waver. Janice, it's Mark Holloway. Tell the colonel his boys just detained the mayor of Selma at gunpoint for walking down the street. I'll wait. The crowd loses it. Cheers, whistles, somebody starts singing, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. 20 minutes later, 2 Black Hawk helicopters roar overhead and land in the high school football field 3 blocks away. Colonel Reynolds himself steps out in full dress uniform, looking like he aged 10 years in 10 minutes. The apology is immediate, public, and filmed from 17 angles. Every soldier involved is on their knees again. While the colonel reads them their rights under the UCMJ in front of half the town, Marcus just watches, arms folded, face unreadable. But the real moment, the one that breaks a million hearts online, comes when Colonel Reynolds turns to Marcus and salutes, sharp, perfect, the way you salute a brother you failed. Marcus returns it just as crisp, then pulls the man into a hug right there on the 50-yard line. 2 black officers, one in a hoodie, one in dress blues, holding each other while cameras flash and grown men openly weep. Later that night, at an emergency town hall packed to the rafters, Marcus stands at the podium, still wearing the same grey hoodie. Today wasn't about me, he says, voice cracking for the first time. It was about every black kid who'll walk these streets next year and the year after that, and whether they get to grow old on them. I don't want apologies. I want change, real change. Starting tomorrow, every soldier training within 50 miles of this city will sit in a room with me and people who look like me and learn what it feels like to be on the other end of that rifle before they ever touch one again. The gymnasium erupts. People are standing on bleachers. Miss Lorraine is leading a hymn in the back row, and somewhere in the crowd, that young soldier who started it all is crying so hard his battle buddy has to hold him up. Marcus Holloway didn't just win re-election the next year, he won unanimous. The training program he created is now mandatory across 3 states, and every year on the anniversary, he walks that same stretch of Broad Street in the same grey hoodie, hands in his pockets, daring the world to try it again. Because some lessons only get taught once. So tell me, from which part of the country are you watching this video right now? Drop your city or state in the comments. I read every single one. And if this story moved you, share it with someone who needs to hear that the arc of history still bends, sometimes because one man in a hoodie refused to bend first. I'll see you in the next one.